Time for some bad chest. Why the fuck are CSGO skins so expensive? I can tell you, buddy.
No matter which game you play.
We are in this video? Yeah, loads of people told me. Let's have a look.
You don't just want to be good while you're playing it. You want to look good. From MOBAs to sports games, fighting games, battle royales, arena brawlers, auto chess clones, and of course, tack shooters. Cosmetic-focused microtransactions are everywhere. And whether
I've never said this, but I've been a sucker for skins even before CSGO, I think. I always wanted the rarest of the rarest in-game items, I swear on God. For example, League of Legends. Back in the day I played it and I checked those top 10 videos. Top 10 rarest skins on League of Legends. And it was like some Riot skin where you had to go to an event and stuff and you could buy the code on eBay. I never bought the code on eBay because it was way out of my price range. It was like $500 for like a skin of Sivir, I think. Riot Sivir or something. Or Riot Nasus. I wanted those so badly,
using an in-game currency or real money, many so-called skins have a set value. Some of the prices are determined by the publisher or the developer of the game, while others change based on how the community rates them. But nowadays, certain games have outgrown their humble old stores and evolved into having a full-blown skin economy in the real world. And it's fair to say that no game's skin economy comes even close to CSGO's.
No! Oh,
you already know.
It's got these 4 stickers on it, and these stickers are currently worth $40,000 each. So that's about $160,000 of skins on a single gun.
3, 2, 1. Titan holo! Titan holo! Titan holo! Titan holo! Titan holo! Titan holo! Titan.
Over the past couple of years, the CSGO skin market has gone absolutely nuclear. Some cosmetics go for hundreds of thousands of dollars, and by purchasing certain skins, you might actually be making a real-life investment. But how the hell did we get here? Like, how is it possible that some of these digital pixels are valued at such ludicrous amounts of money? Let's find out together.
Vamos. You know what's crazy? How did nobody copy CSGO's way how items work? Tradable in-game, pattern-based, float-based. Can't people just copy it? Valorant, what do they have? It's just the normal style, right? Like Overwatch, you just have a skin. Boom. All of them look the same. No conditions, no nothing. Is it like CSGO trademarked or something? I have never seen any other game that had those type of elements of uniqueness. It's perfect. It's 10 out of 10. It couldn't be better.
All right, so today is the day that I have been waiting for a very, very long time. They finally let me make a cracked just about CSGO skins. I'm sure some of you already know that I am something of a skin fiend, but for those of you who don't, or don't know very much about CSGO skins to begin with,
that's me.
Let me enlighten you. Back in August of 2013, Valve released what was arguably CSGO's most iconic and important patch ever. The Arms Deal updates added over 100
Look at the glizzy fade, bro.
The game for players to equip and collect.
TF2 has the same type of skins market. Yes, but that's TF2. That's from Valve as well, right? I'm talking about outside of Valve, outside of the Valve empire. Why does nobody have the type of unique item infrastructure like CSGO, like TF2, right? Valorant doesn't have anything. Rocket League, no, it's just normal items. Riot Games, none of that either. Patented? Ain't no way. There's other ways to make items unique.
Cases from playing matches and then purchase a key to open them. And then you just sit there and pray that you got something serviceable. But most importantly, Valve decided that they wanted these cases and skins to be available for purchase on the Steam marketplace and this is crucial, tradable between individuals.
That's him? Oh, it's a clip. Never mind.
Now, this was obviously designed so that players could just pick a particular skin and either buy it or trade for it. But since there wasn't really anyone monitoring these interpersonal transactions, this opened the door for a sea of scammers.
Thank you, Cosmo, for the
no.
the little thing.
Clueless.
Wait!
He did get them back though, I think. I remember.
Some players fell victim to the countless Steam impersonators trading skins away to scammers before realizing their mistake. Others were suckered in by
fucking guy.
gambling sites, whose predatory infrastructures amassed their fair share of victims. These early days housed some of the darkest moments in the history of CSGO.
Bruh,
Not to
scumbags.
mention one of the dumbest, most memed upon apology videos ever made.
I have
Cooper.
no idea how I'm gonna record this video, dude.
Not the dog, man.
And today
Keep
T.
the
Martin
dog
made an
out of
apology
this.
video for it, and it is turbo shitty. So I wanted to just kind of talk about it. So the video starts with T. Martin talking to his special guest Airbud, and they're running a promotional for Airbud's new movie, Airbud Gambles on CSGO Skins.
As the years went on, skin gambling continued to be a very hot topic within the general gaming community. So more and more sites where you could purchase skins with real money and eliminate the need to gamble began to pop up. But how exactly were you supposed to know how much a skin was actually worth? Players could technically list these skins for however much they wanted, and some sites used site-specific currency. So how could you avoid getting ripped off? Well, there are a number of reasons why certain skins cost inordinately more than others, most of which have to do with looks and rarity. And when those two things come together in that perfect combination, that's when you stumble upon the big bucks.
Pussy bet on 5-7.
Great, so let's go. You know I opened tonight before in these?
Yeah,
Open this, yeah, yeah.
Wow.
There are 8 different skin grades within CSGO, ranging from consumer grade all the way to covert, special rare, and contraband. Some feature various gun skins, while others are reserved for higher ticket items like gloves and knives. Next, we have what is arguably the most important factor for determining a skin's value, and that is wear. There are 5 different wear ratings in the game: battle scarred, well worn, field tested, minimal wear, and factory new. Battle scarred means
Chad, were we all like this back in the day? That you thought, like me for example, when I got my first skin ever, it was like minimal wear. And I checked on forums, I checked on like on Reddit and shit. If the condition goes down, the more I play it. I was like thinking, every time I die, does it like lose some points or something? Bro, we all had that, no?
field tested,
God.
minimal wear.
I was so scared to use it.
Factory new. Battle scarred means that a skin is super beat up, and factory new means that it's in pristine or near pristine condition. But when a skin is unboxed from a crate, it is also assigned a number, ranging anywhere from 0.00 to 1.00. And this, my friends, is where you get the float. Float values play a massive role in determining the price of a skin. And, luckily for you guys, and for me, because I'm kind of out of breath, I brought along my boy Colton to help explain.
Who's Colton?
And now, the guy who actually knows what he's talking about.
That's
Well,
it.
I may not be glad that you've dragged me out here for yet another Counter-Strike video. At least you let me talk about a computer science term for a change, so
Bro, what is he watching in the background? Oh, hell no.
I guess I'll let it slide. Float, short for floating point, refers to a system for representing decimal numbers to some fixed precision in binary. What does that have to do with weapon skins? Well, if you inspect any skin in CSGO, then hover over the information icon at the bottom of your screen, you'll see 4 things: finish style, finish catalog, pattern template, and wear rating. And that last one is the one we actually want to focus on. The decimal number that makes up the wear rating is what these CSGO skin fiends call the float value, which by default actually ranges from 0.06 to 0.8 and can change from skin to skin, so best to do your research on the individual skin you're eyeing up. Not often I get to correct Dimitri on something Counter-Strike related. There is some really cool math that goes into how the game actually generates that number. If you're a fellow math or CS nerd, computer science, not Counter-Strike, then I recommend checking out this post from csgofloat.com.
This blog post is crazy. There's some crazy fucking type shit in there.
That goes
CSGO
into
Float blog
way
post.
more detail than I can in this video. To put it simply, the higher the wear rating, the higher the opacity value on the scratch and wear texture on top of the skin, meaning a more beat up looking AK or an op whose colors aren't quite as crisp and bright. Factory new float values hover between effectively 0 and 0.07,
Why are we watching
with the
this?
lowest possible float currently being the 0.0000000899966 M249 Gator Mesh. Minimal wear is between 0.07 and 0.15, field tested up to 0.37, well
learning,
worn
chat?
up to 0.44, and lastly, battle scarred from 0.44 to essentially 1. Now obviously factory new
I
is the
tried to
goal.
buy the number 1 highest float dealer, bro. But they are banned. Number 1, I think, is banned on, do you remember the site? Skins.ja. Oh, it wasn't a gambling site, it was like a CS Money type site, but with much better fees. Number 1 highest float dealer, still banned. Skins.ja bot, bro. I want it so badly. Not possible, not possible.
Battle
It's banned.
scarred from 0.44 to essentially 1. Now obviously factory new is the gold standard. Almost everyone wants their skins to look as nice as possible, but you can often find low float minimal wear
Bro, that makes
skins
me realize, how are the actual decent sites dying and the sites that we considered, or like that the pros considered as not as good when it comes to fees, when it comes to this, that, actually survived? CS Money survived, no front, but they were kind of bad back in the day and shit. Skins.ja was much better. It died. CSGO Sell, I think it was called, where you had literally overpay for stickers. They were one of the first. It died. There were so many good sites. MadGym, the best screenshot service. It died.
that look pretty damn close to factory new. While Valve has intentionally left gaps in the float values at the edges
CSGO
of each tier,
Double, which had literally is CS Money without any fees inbuilt. It died. But that's, I guess, gambling related.
the lowest float number within each one will often look better than what the name suggests, so buying low float skins with slightly worse wear can help you find some sweet deals. And speaking of sweet deals, for this episode of Crack, we've teamed up with Predator Gaming to bring you my own personal holiday gift guide.
Why wouldn't they get a skin sponsor for this?
Wait a minute. Traveling for the holiday for i7 Pro, wormhole our way out
I
of
already have a
Skin.
PC.
So float values can play an extremely crucial role in determining the value of a skin. But there is an even added layer of complexity, and that is pattern templates. Sometimes referred to as a skin seed.
Best possible grand finals. 4, 1, 2. But, hey, oh, come on, man. Best in relative terms. It has the most amount of red, yes. But the corner on the 4, 1, 2 patterns also make a corner right and the scratchiness, or like the scratch pattern on the skin. 5, 4, 1 is second max, aka the second most amount of red you can have, right after the 4, 1, 2. And the corner's much better, in my opinion, than the best. In my opinion, the best. Do I have one? Yes. That's why I think it's the best.
Pattern templates can range between 1 and 1,000.
4,
Now,
1,
this
2,
can
it's good.
drastically
It's good,
change
though.
the look and color of a skin. And it's for this reason that certain case-hardened skins, like blue gems, are some of the most expensive skins on the market.
I had a guy reach
The
out to me who
1.5
didn't
million.
have the owner added because that guy is kind of like really private. He's called Noob Rage and he's held it for 4 years or 5 years or something. He told me to reach out to him with an offer of 1.2 million in Bitcoin. And I'm not talking about USD, I'm talking about euros, which were 1 to 1 now, no, right? Back in the day, it was a crazy difference. Converts to 1.5 million USD.
Now, we have seen rifle
What's up with Noob Rage? Noob Rage Steam. This is the one. It's probably private. Yeah, he's always private. $1.5 million blue gem.
skins sell for hundreds of thousands of dollars before. Like this super sick scar patterned AK with 4 Titan hollows and this M4A4 Howl with 4 iBuyPower hollows. Certain crafts with Kato 14 Titan hollows or iBuyPower hollows are valued at insanely high prices because the major was 8 years ago and you can't unbox them anymore. And well, these teams no longer exist.
3, 2, 1. Again?
Titan Holo! Titan Holo! Titan Holo! Titan Holo! Titan Holo!
Again?
Titan Holo! Titan... Oh no! What? Oh my god!
It's common for collectors who own high tiers such as these to lend them out to CSGO pros so they can flex them during their official matches. There's even a Discord server that was established in service of facilitating this very exchange. The Chinese skin market exploded when CSGO was released there in 2017. And since then, Buff163 has become the best way to verify a skin's real price.
True.
Think of it as the unofficial blue book of CSGO.
Bro, I remember back in the day when people didn't use buff, right? Because buff was, chat, nobody used buff back in the day. Time back to what? To like 2016, 2017 even. Buff wasn't used. What did people use? OP skins, OP skins, OP skins. Non-Chinese people, they didn't even know about the Chinese scene. I made like a tweet longer because nobody knew about buff, and I had a lot of Chinese friends, Chinese friends, and I was always using buff, IGXE, and C5. IGXE and C5 were bigger than buff, and bro, traders didn't know about buff. And bro, I was abusing it so much, that knowledge that buff exists, because it was so hard to sell Katowice skins, it was so hard to sell blue gems, it was so hard to sell any rare stuff. And I just put my shit on IGXE, on buff. Nobody used API trading because they were all scared. Everybody was straight about... Look at this. December 2018. Nobody used buff. Nobody. Unique features of the Chinese CSGO marketplace buff. Bidding function users. Bro, nobody had any idea about this shit. That sounds amazing, to be honest. Time to study abroad and make bank. Kinda true. By the way, buff back in the day, chat, you could only access with a Chinese phone number and a Chinese ID. If you want to deposit, of course, but you don't need to. But Chinese phone number, else you couldn't fucking enter it. Now, they completely took over. It's crazy how fast it happened.
Whatever it's listed for on buff, that's how much a skin is worth. That said, there are tons of skin collectors out there who are on the hunt for items that have never been seen before. Why? Well, because some of the most expensive CSGO skins imaginable haven't even been unboxed yet.
China is actively trying to hunt it. If we get a #1 scar pattern, StatTrack Faction, it would be around about $1 million.
And as much as I've talked about everyone wanting
factory
factory new blue gems and souvenir dragon lores and the like, there is a wave of collectors out there hell-bent on ignoring the skin status quo and pursuing the absolute ugliest...
Smoke, this is German collector. He crafted the #1 highest float. This year is not the #1 highest float, but he crafted on both the #1 highest float orb Asimov, right? AKA Black Hemov. He crafted both of these. Titan Holo on scope. He applied it. It used to be back in the day when you applied it $10,000, I think. Now it's, of course, $50,000, the sticker. And he applied it on the second highest float orb Asimov as well, a Claire Mystical. That's both him. Absolutely sexy.
Most scratched up skins they can get their hands on, thus driving up the prices of high float items as a result. I suppose there is a certain beauty in decay.
Titan looks sick,
One of them is this USPS kill confirmed, the worst condition covert skin in the world. This skin's also got 6 9s in its float too, so whoever unboxed it got insanely lucky to get a skin this bad. Or insanely unlucky, I guess. It depends on how you look at it.
So, what have we all learned today? Well, whether ugly, beautiful, or just prohibitively expensive, CSGO's skin economy is in a league of its own. It's become an entire business and source of content for many people around the world. Things have gotten so crazy that you could quite literally make a fortune just by unboxing the right skin. So, if anyone's ever harassing you over how much you opted to spend on virtual pixels in Counter-Strike, make sure you let them know how much it was when you bought it versus how much it's worth now. CSGO skins are like fingerprints. Everyone is unique. Some of us just want skins that look cool, while others want to collect the rarest of the rare so that they can flex on scrubs and, you know, let everyone know that they have
sick
something
collection.
special. The skin market might seem kind of intimidating at first, and in a sense it is. But once you take the time to learn about it and understand it, appreciate it, you will soon understand that there's nothing quite like it.
Amen. Bro, CSGO skins, oh my god. What would life be without CSGO skins? Wouldn't that be a sad life?